Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you an overview and review of Tenpenny Parks by Thunderworks Games. So this is a carnival game where you are trying to collect the most victory points by attracting the most visitors to your attractions. And the person with the most victory points obviously wins the game. There's several ways to earn victory points in this game. It's a worker placement game that you are going to be placing you have 3 workers in your chosen color with the opportunity to gain an extra worker by being the furthest on this track. I'll cover that in a second. But you have 3 workers each round. It's played over 5 rounds or 5 years to gain as many victory points as you can. So the way to do that is through the various attractions by purchasing those. And in the upper right corner of the card, if it has that symbol, that means it's a victory point. You also earn these little circles underneath. Some of them have several. The more expensive the card, the more you gain. So this one you get 3 victory points, and you would move up 1 on the thrill track and 2 on the joy track. So, and that one costs you 7 plus or minus whatever the amount is on here on the carousel. And this is pretty cool. It has the carousel that moves each round. The first player gets to move it to their chosen spot. So obviously you're going to choose whichever card you're going for. You're going to try to get that -2 lined up with that card set, so you can purchase that card hopefully at a discount. So those are in-game victory points. You just put them in your tableau area. When you purchase an attraction, you get the corresponding tile. There's tiles for each of the cards that go with it. You use the placement rules to place it on your player board. There are extensions to the player board that you can purchase, which is pretty cool, for $3, and they go to the left or the right here of your player board. So I have 2 extensions on mine. This is the player board, how big it is normally. And then I have 2 extensions that I'd added to mine as well. So you have several obstructions on your player board. You have trees. So when you first get a player board or extension, you have to immediately place the trees on the little spots that have the trees on them. The way you remove those trees is go to the arborist. It doesn't cost you any money, but you get to remove 2 trees when you put your worker there.
It does cost you a turn.
Your turn, but it doesn't cost you money. You just put your worker there. It doesn't cost you any money. When you're placing your attractions, the main rule is obviously you can't put them over a tree or another tile. You can't have them adjacent side by side, but you could have them adjacent diagonally. So you wouldn't be able to place them like that where they're flat side by side. Anytime you cover one of the rewards, though, you do get that reward. Like this one is $4. I meant to tell you, both the player board and the extensions are double-sided, so you could choose which side you would like. All the player boards are the same on one side, and the back of it are all unique, so you could choose which one you would like. So you have to, while you're trying to buy these attractions, you have to keep all that in mind. Do you have enough room to put your tile the attraction you bought on your area? And they have to be fully on your board. They can't hang off at all. So that does give you a little bit of a challenge. I was fine purchasing these 2. I purchased 2 because you only have 5 rounds, but you do get to a point later in the game where they are attractions you want to purchase that you can't, because especially near round 4 and 5, you only have technically 3 moves unless you have that extra action. So you've got to plan very carefully in those last few rounds of what you're going to do. It's kind of smart to plan your turns as far ahead as you can, just for that reason. But at the end of the game, you're going to basically count up all your victory points on your attractions you've purchased, the victory points you've earned, which I will go over that in a second, throughout the rounds. And you're going to be earning money and spending money constantly throughout each round to progress. So the way you start out the game, obviously everyone gets one of these player boards. They put their trees on there. They get their color, three workers, and their 3 discs. Everyone starts here on the beginning of the Thrill, Awe, and Joy tracks. You do get bonuses during the bonus rounds. So the way the rounds go, you start out with your income step, where by default everyone gets $3. However, the way to increase that, there's also attractions that give you money. So this one, there's 0 victory points, but I get $3 every income round. You're going to want to get a balance of those as well, because the more income you have, the more you can do. These little, over here, when you go to the contractor, you can buy these. I forget what these little tiles are called, but you get these, and they either give you money. This one's really tiny. I don't know if you can see it, but it's gives you $2 every bonus round, and they go same placement rules on your board. You can see I have several on mine. They give you money, or they also give you can advance on these tracks. I tried to stick with ones that give you money more. It's a quick and easy way. It only takes up one little space on your player board, so it was a great way to fill in that space and gain income at the same time. I was gaining, I believe, $11 every round, and that was very helpful, because after the income phase, there's the actions phase. That's where you take turns placing your workers. You can go here, purchase this for $3, go here, get one of these for free. You don't refresh those till the end of the round. Go here, remove a couple of trees. You're going to be doing that several times because those trees do get in your way. You could go here on the banker and just collect $2. Sometimes that might be your best option. I didn't do it. I think I only did that in the game. We both did it in game. As you can see, both of we have all of our meeples there. Because at that point, the 5th round, you get to the point where it's too late to purchase. Unless you have a spot that an attraction can already fit, you really can't do that unless it works out just right. So you're just trying to earn more money so you can buy advertising, which I'll go over that in a minute, which gets you victory points. The bonuses on these tracks, whoever's in the lead gets the bonus that's on the top of the track. So this thrill one is the way that you get the extra worker. If you are in the lead, though, to get that, your penalty is you have to move back 1, or you can just stay where you are and just gain 1 victory point. On the all track, the player in the lead can go backwards 1 to get the first player token, which is the shovel. Or the joy track, you can go back 1 to get $3, or stay where you are and get 1 victory point. This worker is a big advantage early game, so you want to try to stay ahead on that track if you can. And all those are indicated on the board? Yes. And then at the end of the game, you have to be 8 or higher, 8 spots or higher, and you can get 5 victory points for that. You also get a bonus at the end of the game, victory points, for the number of attractions you have. So if you have 6 or 7, you get an additional 5 victory points. If you have 8 or more, you would get 10 victory points. That could make a huge difference in this game. I was trying to get to 8. I got to 7. But it is a little difficult because you have space limited. You have to really plan. So you're doing that through every round. Then on the advertising step, this is where you can get a lot of victory points, and this is where the extra money comes in every round. For all your attractions, most of them, the ones that have victory points, that is, at the bottom left, you could see there's a brown box that says ads. minus however many dollars equals however many victory points. Well, if I spent $3 for that one he just showed you, I would get 2 victory points. However, there's another one here, I'd only spend $2 to get 2 victory points. So if you're low on cash, you're going to want to look at them closely and see. Usually it's to your advantage to spend the less money and get the same amount of victory points. But however, if you have enough to do all of them, I would do all of them. And as long as you know you're getting enough income during the income step at the first beginning of the next round, I was spending all my money on ads to get victory points because that is how you win the game. And then I was getting $11 each time, so I had enough to purchase an attraction each time and the extensions if I needed to. So it is a balance in this game of figuring out victory points versus money. That's a big factor in this game. And then at the end of the round, there's a cleanup phase. You grab back all your workers. You refresh the concessions. That's what those are called. You rotate the carousel. The first player gets to rotate it to whichever one benefits them the most, of where it costs them less money for the car they're wanting to purchase. And then you advance this is the round marker. You advance, it starts out on 1 obviously, and you just advance at 1 after you finish the round. So the game goes by very quickly. I don't know how long we were playing, but it goes by very quickly because there's no downtime. Unless someone's taking a long time to make a decision, usually, like we had especially after the first round, you have your moves pretty much planned out. You're just hoping someone doesn't take the card that you were looking for.
But, like you did the whole time?
Did I?
All the paid ones.
Oh, yeah, I did. I got the concessions he wanted because I was first player a lot, but he had the extra worker a lot, so I think it's almost better to be first player in some ways. But, so we really enjoyed this game. So what did you think?
I love the theme. We love the carnival style games. I think those are some of our top rated ones. I don't think there's even one that we've not liked. So really cool theme. Components, really high components. Cards are nice and thick. The meeples, the little center wheel. That was a little bit hard to build. Almost thought broke it for a minute, but pretty cool. I wish the box had more of an insert. That's the only thing. But really like the components, mechanics. Wow, there's a lot of options. High replayability. You could do multiple things, multiple strategy. Like she said, you could go for either first player or you could go for just trying to get more paid stuff, or there's or expanding your land so you can have more room for different things, attractions. But just really cool overall. I would give this like a 9.5 out of 10. I think that this pretty much competes with one of our other favorite carnival games, which is Wishland. But we've played many of them, like Wishland, Unfair, Funfair, Grand Carnival. We still need to play Meeple Land. So just phenomenal game, and love the theme.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I knew immediately when I saw it that I was going to love it, and I love the carousel wheel. It's really cool, I think. And like you said, the components are really cool. The dollars are nice.
Yeah, they're thick.
All the components are very well made. So this game, even if you play it a ton, it's going to look amazing still. It was just a lot of fun. It went by very quickly, and I didn't want it to end. To me, 5 rounds wasn't enough.
Because you wanted to But
I won.
Really?
But I still wanted to keep playing. It was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And we played it as a 2-player game. We couldn't get Quentin to play it. He was doing something else. But I know he would love this game. He missed out. So we'll have to play it with him, and he's going to realize that we were right, and he would love this game. But it's a blast. This is by far, and I like you said, we like all the carnival games. if I had to rank them, this would be tied with Wishland and maybe just a notch above. I would have a hard time deciding, but I really like this game. And I love Fun, Fair, and Unfair. Like, it's not like those are bad games at all. Like, they're all right there. But this one just does it a slightly bit better, and I think it is the carousel. It just adds a little bit more.
Yeah, it flows more smoothly, and it's, I think, more balanced.
And it's actually easier to learn than the others.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have a hard time learning the others, but for carnival games, if I would say this one would be a great one for beginner gamers to play, because it was super easy and the rule book was really well laid out. There's lots of pictures. It's not that long of a rule book. It's just, it would be very easy to teach people this game. And because we were up and running in 10 minutes, learning it, 10, 15 minutes. So great game. I would give this a 10, believe it or not. I love this game. I can't think of anything I can't find anything wrong with it that I would not give it a 10. And I know I would want to play it. Definitely I want to play it again soon and convince Quentin to play it. So I know he'll love it. He'll love this game. So very, very, very fun, in our opinion. We will put the link in the description so you can check this game out for yourself. I think it just came out last year, right? Yeah. So it's a great game. If you like worker placement games, definitely you need
Point
to check.
salad,
yeah, you need to check this game out.
Tile placement.
But did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Great game.
So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed watching our overview and review of this game. If you, again, check this game out. It's a great game. Definitely worth the money. I don't know how much it costs, but it's definitely worth the money for this game. The components are amazing. Yeah. Please feel free to leave a comment or question. We'll get to that as soon as we can. If you're not already, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.